Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Welcome to chrisIsTalkin, and this is my weekly anime review for Boku No Hero Academia. First of all, I'd like to apologize if I'm kind of whispering. It is kind of late, so I'm just gonna talk at this pace and at this, decibel. Hopefully, it's loud enough. Just put the fucking volumes up. Sorry about that. On a tangent. Oh yeah, this is the review for Boku No Hero Academia episode 5, and it continues off exactly from where it left off last week with Deku finally being admitted into the UA, the School of Gifted and Talented, basically the School of QUIRKS, to become superheroes. So that was pretty cool, and it's just continuing off from that. And it does a few flashbacks here and there, showing exactly what happened directly after receiving the letter, and exactly why All Might didn't contact him during or after that phase, and why it was such a big pause. And we come to learn that it was because All Might was actually one of the teachers there, and whilst he was looking for a new successor for his quirk, he was also asked to become not a judge. He didn't say he was a judge, but asked to be one of the teachers in the school for the next school semester or whatever it is. So that's pretty cool. So he's been trying to keep his connection to Izuku apart, so that maybe Izuku wouldn't feel like it was cheating, or the teachers wouldn't feel. I don't think the teachers would like it if they knew that All Might was training or gave his quirk to another student who didn't have a quirk at all. So yeah, so I'm kind of interested to see where that's going to go off in the future. If the teachers do find out eventually what All Might's been doing with Izuku, not in that kind of way, that sounds wrong, but in a way of what if what All Might has been doing with the powers and in his spare time and stuff like that. That's like another plot point I'm hoping the story goes eventually. In this episode, it's like another entrance exam. This one's more to see what their quirks are and push their bodies a bit further than usual. So in the normal schools, they had to basically do the normal PE or physical education activities without, using their quirks at the very minimum, so to try and fit into society, even though they said 80% of the bloody world it has quirks. So this school now finally allows them to utilize the skills and abilities to the maximum potential in the stuff that they do in normal school. So they did throwing, they did side to side jumping jacks, basically like One Punch Man. I was thinking of One Punch Man so much when I saw that. They also did, the long jump. They also did running as well, and they didn't really spend much time on any of the other activities, but Izuku did talk about it. But I think the activities that they showed are the activities that will allow each of the school classmates to show as much of their quirk ability as possible, because Izuku did mention that the rest of them were things like touching their toes and sit-ups and stuff, so I don't think that would show much of your quirk abilities. So in things like the running, you finally see Shida using his skill, and he got the high speed, and he managed to do the 100 meters or however long it was in the fastest amount of time. But he mentions that it wasn't even his fastest, because it was 50 meters, and in that 50 meters he was only able to go 3 gears. Yeah, he was only able to go 3 gears. So sorry about the lack of knowledge. I'm a manga reader, so I'm quite a bit ahead, so learning the information again is like, what? But yeah, so Ishida can only go 3 gears in this amount of space that he had whilst he's running, which is kind of interesting, because it's kind of foreshadowing that his speed is actually monstrous. But I don't know whether it's the animation quality or of how he's running that I'm not really too impressed by it. But being a manga reader, I do know he's really fast, so I'm waiting for more episodes to kind of dive more into Ishida and his speed. And as a character, I'm not really too much a fan of his character. He's too preppy. I never really like those kind of people anyway. But yeah, he was just too oh, I'm this, I'm that, and too many rules and this and that. And I'm a rule person. I love rules, but damn, he was taking it too far. Bakugo, yeah, he made it into the school as well, obviously, even though they said that he didn't get any hero points, and he managed to get into the school only destroying the villains, or attacking points, whatever the points were, but basically just destroying the villains. So that's kind of crazy, because it shows how much potential and firepower and strength that he has, and in the future his progression as a character, where he could go. So even though he seems like a dick right now, he could be a strong hero, or he could be a villain. If he goes the villain route, I think it'll be a bit too obvious, and hopefully they keep it as he's going with the hero route. And anime onlys, I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah, at the moment it's all going good, so let's see where that goes. Deku, he's trying his hardest in this entrance exam. Like he was failing in everything. He was last in every single thing. I mean, just in the test run when they showed Bakugo throwing the ball, we're using his quirk, and he got like 750 or 720. Forgive me with the lack of perfection. I didn't really make any notes. I'm just talking up the dome. But yeah, Bakugo does like 720 meters, I think, throwing the ball compared to his like 42 or his 50 meters in his normal school. And when Deku throws the ball when Eraserhead takes away his quirk, it's like what, 45 meters or something. So that was pretty pitiful. Talking about Eraser as well, we finally get to see the homeroom teacher, Eraserhead, who's going to be their teacher for the rest of the school year. And he's pretty cool. A lot of my friends as well did mention that he looks quite a lot like Kakashi from Naruto. He definitely looks like he's stoned. This guy, he was sleeping. He had like red eyes, and he putting them eye drops in his eyes, just like he didn't look like a proper teacher. But when he gave Izuku that talk, that proper like, yo, you're useless, why are you even here? Like, to be honest, in a world where 80% of people have quirks, Izuku having just learned his quirk and then getting into the UA school, what Eraserhead did say was right. Like, he didn't deserve to be there. Yes, he managed to destroy that thing where he still couldn't control his quirk. So even though it seemed like a dick move for him saying that, he did end up actually giving Izuku a lot of encouragement, or like that, just a bit of truth, just that real hardcore truth to make Izuku work a bit more harder to be more like a hero. Because when it comes down to it, Izuku can't keep destroying himself or like his body every time he wants to go save one person. He fucks up his limbs and he can't move for like how long. If there wasn't that hero who could heal him, he would have been just like out of the picture for like most of the series of Boku No Hero Academia. So yes, I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, Eraserhead is a really cool teacher. His design's pretty cool. I don't know what's going on with the ropes. Like, even as a manga reader, I was hoping that maybe in the anime they'd kind of give more information about what the hell was going on with ropes, because he's a Eraserhead. They don't mention that he has powers to control ropes and stuff. So hopefully that's something that comes out in the future, even in the manga, for crying out loud. I just hope it just gives us more information about that. Bakugo still doesn't know anything about Izuku's quirk, which is pretty interesting. Once again, all these episodes are still set-up episodes, and they are leading to something greater. And it's been confirmed that Studio Bones is only doing 13 episodes of this series. So where it leads off, hope that by then everything should be a bit more clear. But Bakugo doesn't know about Izuku's quirk. He wasn't there in the same arena when he destroyed that number zero, like machine monster thing in the trials. So hopefully they go into a bit more detail with Bakugo and his reaction, because they did go into a slight reaction in the flashback of when Bakugo was like, "How did you do it? You're cheating." So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so things I want are more character development from Ishida, because something about him I don't like. More like character and plot development with Bakugo and like his connection to Izuku. Obviously we're early in the episode, so maybe in the future more will come out, but I do definitely want more of a connection between the two. Izuku's love interest with Ochako, that's pretty cool. I love how he's all red and flustered and he's not even realizing that like she's not even listening to him when he's talking. That was hilarious. I like where they're going so far with them two. Like, he's a proper like, Izuku's grown quite a lot, like compared to the first episode when he was shit scared of everything. He couldn't even like stand up for himself, and now he's able to talk with that straight back to Bakugo, as well as even start kind of flirting, well, behind her back, but he was kind of flirting in the last episode when he was with Ochako as well. So it's pretty interesting. We see a few more characters that will be in future episodes or this arc. Like some grape guy who looked like a grape and he was bouncing back and forth on a sidestep thing. There's a guy who's like an octopus who had the grip thing, and then he got some high number. And who else was there? A few characters here and there, Overall, I thought episode 5 of Boku No Hero Academia was really entertaining, extremely well flushed out. They followed it panel by panel. They never really skipped anything or added anything in. There was no filler, so what I can tell you as anime only watchers is you're getting the real deal. And I'm really hoping that the rest of the series follows on exactly how it's doing right now. And if it does, we've got some greatness coming towards us. And from what I've seen on a few websites, Boku No Hero Academia is #1 in an up and coming. So let's do this. If you like what you saw, do like and subscribe and share this video. If you do subscribe, you will get more anime and manga reviews from myself, such as the One Piece anime and manga reviews, Boku No Hero on Sundays. There was meant to be JoJo, but at the moment there's no time for JoJo. A few other manga reviews here and there, but if you just subscribe, check out the playlist, see what you like. And yeah, hopefully more things will come up in the future. So yeah, that's been Chris Is Talkin, and I'll see you guys around. Peace.